Hello. Um, what? One moment. I may be stupid. Um, shoot. So game audio isn't working even after resetting the game. Um, I guess I do have one last thing to try, but this might mess up the OBS. No. Um, so I don't have a backup for this. Well, shoot. Because it's silent on my end too, which is not a good sign. Um, I'm gonna try one more time, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'm gonna have to just do a silent stream, I guess. Um, is it picking it up? Okay, good. All right, sorry about that. I really should have paid attention before I started stream. So, anyway, as the stream title says, I am doing see, what is this? I don't know what it does, and it doesn't say. So I guess I will just do it. Let's do Lizver again. Let's get started. So last weekend I said that I would do. You have no information about you, even when I hover you. So I have no idea what you do. Whatever. So, I said last weekend that I would be playing Infra. That has now changed. Because, I, in my intelligent state, and sleep-deprived state a little bit, forgot to set up the OBS source. And then frankly, it's possible that my laptop cannot run it and VTube Studio at the same time, so I want to test that before I go live with it. And even better is that this dude is only doing 1 damage to me, but it doesn't matter because I kill him anyway. Even better is that I have a stream idea for after Thanksgiving, so I may never play Infra. Here I think I want another block dice. Two offensive relics, two defensive relics, or throw property to a dice. Let's go offensive. Dice with the glass property get +3 extra value. Glass is, if I remember correctly, you can use it once a battle. So like healing starts with it. As you can see, I can't move my mouse to highlight it, but it's the second panel to the it's the middle panel. There. Or if there are no attack dice on the board at the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. I don't do glass property very often, so I guess I'll do Toxic Cloud. Still no idea what this guy does. Yeah, so anyway, if I do set up Infra, if I do remember to set that up for tomorrow, then I'll play it. But after Thanksgiving, I am planning to maybe start why am I forgetting the name? Why am I blanking on the name? Outer Wilds. That's the game. Because somehow I have remained spoiler-free since that game's release, which is truly an accomplishment, given that it's 6 years old, and that pretty much any spoiler will just completely ruin the game, kind of like Blueprints. But yeah, I heard, well, basically what I know about the game is the basic premise, which is that you're in a time loop of like 15 minutes, I think it is, and you're trying to solve a puzzle in a solar system. So it is kind of like Blueprints, except that there, I don't think, is any randomness like in Blueprints. I might be wrong though, as I've never played it. Anyway, let's go ahead and upgrade this dice, because I can, and it's free. I don't have the money for any of these. I could redistribute, but it's useless at the moment, and I can't afford that. So I guess I'm moving on. But yeah, I've been meaning to play Outer Wilds for a very long time, and I've just been completely forgetting. So yeah, basically it's as simple as that. I'm gonna try to remember. After Thanksgiving, I'm gonna finally buy it. Hopefully it'll be on sale with Cyber Monday sales. And yeah, I will not be streaming on the weekend after Thanksgiving, by the way, as I will be on vacation with my family. But perhaps I will. What is terrain again? +3 boost to the slot it's used on. I would take it, but it has the glass property, so I'm not gonna take it. Between unknown and elite, at this point in the game, I think I'm going to take elite. Alright, so these guys do stuff when they kill that are good for me typically. Yeah, and both of these guys are good for me. So I don't need to worry about killing them. This guy, when he dies, the next enemy's action will get cancelled. However, he is the last enemy, so I don't think it actually does anything. Unless it carries on to the next turn. Doesn't really matter though, at least not this turn, because I cannot kill anyway. Well, I say that, but I forgot that if I have no attack dice, this is +3 attacks to all enemies. Which actually just kills on its own with the poison. Okay. So, deals 3 damage to the player, so this is going to harm me if I do not block it. And it is so much damage that if I kill you, I do take damage, guaranteed. Which is a shame. So instead, I am going to block just the 5 and just attack this guy. Just so that this dude doesn't die when I'm not blocking him. Which may never happen. But yeah. Well, it looks like when I buff this, you actually get buffed, which is kind of funny. I didn't notice that before. I could go ahead and kill this dude. If I do that, I can block for a couple. Actually, you die regardless. So I might just start whittling down this dude. He dies from the poison. I do need to heal now. And let's see, 7 damage. This will kill this dude. I'll be taking 1 hit. Okay, you actually died. I'm not sure how you died, but you did. Is it something to do with this? No, it shouldn't be. Weird. Gain a bonus if I have no dice at the end of my hand at the end of the turn. Or every time I gain block, gain 1 extra block. That's pretty good, and there's no downside, so I'll take it. Puncture dice, I will take. And probably block potion, honestly. This is just a regular fight, I believe. No. Well, I think it's just a regular fight. I guess there's a chance it's not, because I don't know the indication of it. Anyway, I have no way to block. I'm actually gonna roll this. Sorry, I have no way to block enough, I should say. So now I do block for enough here. And I probably want to kill this dude first. On the off chance that it does cancel the other guy's attack. It's not going to be enough. But still worth it, I think. To at least try. But now you will die this turn from the poison. And I think I just want to block here. And then try to kill this turn, which should be possible with the extra from the poison. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and take another block potion, as I use the other one and is very useful for getting out of tight situations. Liquid Karma, draw +1. Well, there's no downside. There's no downside to a double dip, so I might as well. Let's add it to, I guess, the puncture dice, because that's the one I'm least likely to actually use. Although I will add hollow to it as well, so that it only costs 1 instead of 2. So I'm actually going to use it quite a lot now, and so the double dip property was probably not the best item to put on it. I would have liked to reroll instead, but it's too late now. This dude is playing music, which means that he will be doing exactly as I do. And by that I mean if I play 1 attack dice, he deals 1 damage regardless of the value on the dice. Okay, so... I go ahead and kill this dude. And I guess heal as well. And then... I could probably kill you this turn, no? Yeah. Very nice. Now this is an interesting potion. But so is this. Although it is a random property, so it's not very good. I think I'm going to take a Verdant Potion. Extra value on tiles can be pretty useful, although it is a very random potion, which I guess is why it's mid-tier and not high-tier. As both value it buffs by and the number of tiles it buffs are randomized. Alright, so, let's see, no rolls higher than a 1 other than the healing dice, which I don't actually need at the moment. So... if I just do this, actually, it does deal 3 damage to everyone, and I think that's better than actually playing dice here. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I do take damage here, which isn't great. I could go ahead and kill this dude, however, I don't think I need to, as that poison modifier should kill, I think. No, because you already have the block. Unless the block goes away before the start of the turn, which wouldn't even make any sense. But that's how it works on my side, so maybe it does work like that on theirs. I don't know. Why is this a value of 10? Because you have block. That's right. I forgot how this dice worked. Which is kind of embarrassing. But anyway. This is enough to kill. However, I can also kill like this. Like this, and I also block at the same time, so that's what I like to see. And then hopefully I get a higher roll on the healing dice? No. Okay then. Well, if I'm gonna be killing you regardless, I might as well heal at the same time. Oh, and it's actually enough. Okay, I think I'll take the boost. Though it does have glass. That's not great. Okay. So... Now, I never actually noticed this, but faulty property simply says it cannot be upgraded or granted more properties. But it never says that it cannot be removed. So, that is curious. I wonder if there is a way to get a healing dice to have its faulty property removed. Anyway, I have no way to block here, which is a shame. And this dice wouldn't do anything even if I put it on the board. So I'm just going to do what I can and finish the turn. Maybe it would have been good to use the block dice, or the block potion, I'm not really sure. Either way, this kills and that blocks, so I can just go ahead and do that. And then see what I can do this turn. Hopefully heal. But if I heal, I also want to deal damage at the same time. I don't know if that is possible. If I do this, well, you don't die, so that is good. You know what? It's net positive for the healing. I'll take it. And then you just die from the poison. So I can just let that happen. Here, I'm going to take... Oh. Rose's potion is... awful. 2d4 and you need a 6 or more? That is statistically unlikely. Alright. Each time you receive unblocked damage, deal back 2 damage. Attack dice gain +1 extra value on odd turns, and block dice on even turns. Let's start with the free sample. I want to upgrade this so that it's always at least 1. And then... I think I'm going to go ahead and take both of these. Because they're both pretty good. And this is a discard tile, which I kind of forced myself onto. Can I dispel this? No. Okay. But I'm also not sure if a randomly applied effect can edit it, or if it only targeted things cannot. Let's go ahead and heal up and head into the final fight of the floor. So, if I put an attack dice on this square, it targets this guy on top. And if the guy on top takes enough damage to where he would die, the mount is stunned and does not attack. Now, unfortunately, I cannot do that this turn. At least not alone. So, is it worth it to even try to get you down? Or should I simply block for enough and carry on with my day? And hopefully get more attack to next turn. I think I'm just going to try to get more attack next turn. And besides, you do take a little bit of damage. You take 3 from Toxic Cloud. So, you know, that's nice. Here, I can stun the rider. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. this is enough damage. And then also, I can deal 10 extra to the mount. Like so. And because you are stunned, you do not attack. You also have these ×2 tiles. Which I can abuse like so. And I can abuse again like so. I think it is actually just better to use another attack dice here instead of a buffing dice. Now you're back alive, which means I need to kill you again, but I think I can do that in one turn. Unless I'm tripping? No, I absolutely can. So let's go ahead and do that. And deal some solid damage. And you die guaranteed next turn, actually, due to this poison. But just to rub it in, I'll kill you standardly. Block dice have -1 to their energy costs, or excess damage will also be dealt to the next enemy. These are both incredible. I think I'd rather have Star Yo-Yo. Hollower grants the hollow property to any dice a certain number of slots away until the end of the fight. Oh, I'll take that. I want to try that. And this is simply better than this. So I'll take it and move on. The Monarch's Grave. So, here, this is the guy who, if I cover up all of these dice, he deals half damage. Or all of these slots, sorry. So, I want to cover up all of these slots. And in doing so, I actually don't block for enough, but it is not worth it. Oh, I do block for enough because anytime I gain block, I gain an additional block. I forgot about that. So, here, if I do this, I block for enough, and these gain hollow for the rest of the fight. Which I'm not sure will be long enough to see that actually matter. But it is interesting, and I want to see it in action and see if it's worth it in future times that I play the game. Now, is there a way to lay this out in such a way that you die? I'm not sure. Yes, there is. You die here. And actually, because of the poison, you would have died regardless. But I didn't notice. And I think Block Potion is just objectively better than that. So I will take that instead. Alright, so if I connect the plus to the minus, every value on it gets doubled. I do want to see, does that increase? Or does this get doubled? Sorry. No. Okay. That's good. Because I did not want it to be. So, I can deal 16 damage that can kill this guy. Actually, I can do that and also this. and block for 8. It's not enough. Is it possible to make it enough? If I do this and this, I block for 12 now, which is enough to block everything, even if I don't kill this guy. So I think I'm going to do that. I'd rather keep my health. Now here, I don't really care about buffing that because you're gonna die anyway. And 10 block is enough. Okay, cool. Now, can I make it all the way across? I don't think I can. Alright, so that means that what I need to do instead is firstly use a block potion, because I can't block here at all. And I want to not take damage. Secondly, it means that I do not want to put anything on those tiles. At least nothing that's not a buff. Well, no. I can't even do that, can I? Yeah, so I'll just do this and move on. And hope that I can kill here. It looks like I will be able to. So, there we go. Close boost. I think I'll take that. I do prefer close boost over regular boosts. Attack dice get +4 extra value, but you take 2 damage at the end of the turn. Block dice get +2 extra value, heal dice get -1 value. Or attack dice get +2 value, heal dice get -1 value. I think I'll take the melting dice. Or melting knife, rather. Now. The illusion of choice, I have to go to a forge. But it's fine because I want to be at a forge, although everything is very expensive here. So I will take the free sample and move on. Well, I could take another one of these. And actually, I kind of want to redistribute the values on this dice. Because this 4 here kind of sucks. I'd rather it all be 2s. Alright. Unknown and rest, or 2 battles? I think unknown and rest. Here we go. Increase all +2 all faces from 1 selected silver dice. Select 1 dice, set all faces to 1 except the last face, which will be set to its highest value. I think I want the gold crystal here. Unfortunately, my only silvers are the D4s, which would get the least value out of this. But I'm gonna do it on, I think, a close boost, because at least that will boost other dice. And I would like to increase my max HP here. Gain coins and a relic. Dice with the heavy property no longer decrease between turns, which means they stick on the board forever. Which is an interesting thing, for sure. I do not have any dice with the heavy property, but we will see if I get any. Or I get the opportunity for any. Grant 3 property to 3 dice, or remove all properties from a random dice. Let's take 3 random properties. So you got glass, that sucks. You got retain, that's okay. And you got, I think that was double dip. Yes, it was. Okay, I guess let's take the elite. Didn't really matter though, there was an elite down every path. These are the dudes that I need to kill. Because any block that they have, they deal as much damage as they have block. So I need to always be dealing damage to them. And in fact, I can do that by simply blocking. Because I deal 3 damage to every enemy. Now, unfortunately, they do gain block at this end of their turn. By default, I think it's 2. And the reason they each got 4 is because there's 2 of them. So then, how do I deal as much damage to each person as possible? I think this is a given. Unfortunately, by doing this, I don't actually deal any damage to the other guy. Which is a shame. I can block, though. Not nearly enough. But it is notable. And I can just go ahead and add in this, because it's no downside. This, if I use it now, actually is a downside because it doesn't show up later. Is it worth using it now? I don't think it is. And I just need to alternate who I'm attacking so that I do not end up with one dude who is dealing like 60 freaking damage. And in fact, this is not enough to kill, but it is quite a lot. However, I do take damage here. So, is it possible for me to block for enough in any way? No. But I can at least do this and get close. Alright, now it's time for the guy on the bottom to take some damage. Unless the guy on the top can be killed. But I don't think he can. But we'll see. Let's see here. If I do this, I can also block. And I think that's what I want to do. And somehow, you're actually both at the lowest. But I can go ahead and kill one of you. So I will do that. And then... Actually, that's not enough yet. So maybe I can't kill one of you. Actually, I have to take damage anyway. So I might as well do that. And then see, okay, I did not get the healing dice. That sucks. But I can kill you. Ironically, I don't actually want you dead here. I just want you close to death. So that I can finish you off next turn. Hopefully after I get healed. So here we are. And this is enough to kill. Let's also get an extra healing and kill you. Thank you. Alright. I forgot this was an elite battle, so here we go. You grant a block at the start of the turn. Alright. Receive 4 damage at the start of your turn. Oh, no, that's actually something I applied. Its attack value will be equal to its block value. And at the end of its turn, gain 4 boosts if its block value is lower than the player's block value. Okay. Well, that is bad, because I cannot block if I do that. Or, I cannot block because of that without buffing him, I should say. So, if I do this, I take 2 damage, and you take a lot. So, I think the optimal play here, what is this? +3 barrier. If not, enemy will gain +6 barrier instead. I don't really care, because you should be dying anyway. You're not dying anyway. But I do get barrier. Oh, you do die because of the poison, that's right. Okay. I'm gonna take magnetic boots, because I don't have many dice in my draw pile at the end of the turn. And I will never use any of those, and let's take a block potion. Thank you! Alright, a shop tile. Probably nothing good for me. Toxic property actually is free damage, so I will take it. Flash property or pack property, no thank you. So I'm just going to save my money and move on to a battle. Alright. So another thing, I want to connect these. This guy gives an extra pack slot, and the honey is annoying because it reduces, it does half the value. But that's fine, because I can simply put it in a place where I will not touch it. I think this is as good as it's going to get, actually. Now, it should be noted that it does in fact buff everything, even additions. So like this is a +6 and this +3 makes it a 9. Even though it's a face value of 0, it still gets doubled to 18, which is ridiculous, frankly. Now I don't have any way to block here. I am going to roll a block potion. 6 block is not enough. I'm going to be rolling another block potion, and this is enough. So I'm going to kill the honey guy because he's the most annoying. And I actually want to keep this dude alive, because he gives me this, which allows me to deal more damage. Actually, I think I want something like, well, it doesn't actually matter, does it? I can go ahead and kill this guy. You get 10 block, or I get 10 block, so it's fine. And then I can go ahead and heal as well. So that's nice. I don't think I can make it across, can I? No, I cannot. Well then, I will not be trying to. Instead, I will simply kill you without it, because here it is guaranteed due to poison. There we go. Take a block potion and move on. Okay. So, this guy is annoying because he applies it to everybody, and also heals based on, or sorry, he also attacks based on his block. So I kind of have to focus this guy, otherwise he builds up immense block. Luckily, I can block myself here. And also deal a decent amount of damage. Still gotta focus this dude. Because he does not clear his block, the other guys do, because he has Fortify. So these guys can't even build up block. It's only that guy that can. I can kill this dude. I can't block for anything though. So I'm gonna roll this dice. That's enough. Hit it. Alright. It doesn't really matter because I can block. And you should absolutely be dead this turn with ease. Okay. Very nice. I think I'm going to take the Fortify Potion here. Even though, in most cases that I use it, I actually won't want the Fortify. I will want the 7 block. But I think it's still worth it. Because the possibility of 7 block is higher on that than on a D4. Or sorry, on 2D4. Which was the other option. So this is Queen Bee. And Queen Bee has a very funny thing that she does. Which is that she marks some tiles as crown slots. And if you buff a crown slot with honey, it actually doesn't half it. It instead doubles the value of dice on the square. And a funnier thing is that if you do it with 2 different things, it actually applies it again. So this is times 4 on this square. Now, obviously, you do need to be careful about how you do it because surrounding dice may be affected by the non-buffed honey. But yeah, it is very interesting. So, oh yeah, and buffing the honey dice doesn't actually increase their range at all. You're not actually blocking, but you are still the highest value dice I got, or at least attacking dice, I mean. So, whoops, I think you're better off here anyway. Ooh, oh, this is actually difficult. Because, well, I can block for 6. I'm going to drink the Fortify Potion now. It is 5 or more. I gain Fortify for the rest of the fight. It'll be interesting to see if that is actually useful. Although, if I block a bunch now, it will be useful. Right? And then I can also attack for 12, because there's no downside to it. There is a downside to using this here, though, because it is glass. So, what this basically means is that... so this is a times 4 now. Even though I didn't roll any block dice here, I still block for enough guaranteed, because this adds up to 12. So then, you might ask, what's the best play here? And to that I tell you, it is buffing this specific thing to times 16 and dealing 80 damage. Which is an absurd amount of damage. And here I can do pretty much the same thing, except the 2 at once are both times 8. With a +4. Making me deal 144. You're blocking, not attacking? No. Okay. You are attacking for 20. Unfortunately, I don't have any blocks. So there's really nothing I can do against that, so I will be down to 11 health. Which is not great. Here, I definitely want to block as much as I can. Which means... probably something like this, if I had to guess. 28 block is as good as I'm going to get, it looks like. Yeah, I think this is as good as it's going to get. I did get more honey dice. That's actually a good thing. I did not get any... Okay, well, let's just see. You cost energy. I actually didn't notice that before somehow. I'm not entirely sure how I didn't notice that. Okay. Well, I think I'm dead here. We'll see though. I can deal 64 if I do this, and this does high enough. I think it would actually be enough, because if it adds 8 times 8 would be 64, and that's clearly enough. So this is my only way out. 112? That is enough. However, is it? And by that I mean, can it kill these two as well at the same time? So, let's just do math here. 112 minus 82 is 30. I will be dying here. And I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Unless... Does this do more? Oh, I can't do that because you don't take any energy in the first place. Well then. Oh, but you do have poison. That does change things. Ever so slightly. Because that would mean that you actually are taking 112 plus 13, or 125, which 125 minus 82 would be, I think, enough. And even if it's not, I don't think there's anything better I can do here, so let's just try it. And I die. 1 health remaining. That sucks. Spend 500 more total coins. Ring of Exchange. Dice with face value of 0 or of 4 or more get +3 extra value. Dice with face value of 3 or less get -2 extra value. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and exit the title screen, because I want to figure something out, and that is what the hell this does. In fact, Yeah, I have no idea. Apparently I've never completed a run, which is kind of funny. I think I'm gonna start as Cinder again. Well, no, I'll do Lizver. Still don't know what the potion mimic does. Because it didn't do anything during the fights. At least not that I noticed. So, I'm not really sure. This is an easy fight, I can just kill you. I don't want to dice with glass. So I guess I'm just gonna go to the event tile and see what I get. Hopefully a relic. 2 offensive relics, defensive relics. Let's take a defensive relic. All damage dealt and received on turn 1. 5 or more of the same type in your deck gain an energy. Okay, okay. That does, wait, specifically in the deck or in the draw pile? Because those are different. If it's in the full deck, then it's fine. If it's in the draw pile, it's ass. But here, if you die, you deal 3 damage to a random enemy. I can't block though, but whichever one I kill, it doesn't matter. I'm not killing the other. So, might as well just kill this dude and move on. And then deal 3 here. Sucks, but I don't have a choice. We'll take a block D4. I'm going to try a more defensive approach here. By that I mean I'm going to try to get more blocking dice. Which actually means I should have gone for Cinder. But it's too late now. I don't know why I'm even looking at those, because I can't afford them. I'm going to increase the value on these dice. And I could do it again, actually, and I'm not going to. And the reason is because I want to save my money to hopefully buy relics at future forges. Okay. So, here, let's see. Well, actually, I think I want to heal. Back to full. Just so that I'm there, you know? And then here, I can block. Which is good enough, and you die anyway, okay. Terrain, but it has glass. I don't think I want that. I will take a close... Oh no, that has glass as well. Well, see, that sucks. So, will I be getting to a discard tile anytime soon? No. No, I will not. So I'm going to skip this as well and move on to the event tile. Trigger battle, obtain counterfeit note relic. You now pay 2 coins to draw 1 dice. No. You can now pay a coin to re-roll any dice in your hand. No. Or no reward. I'll just flee. I don't want any of those. At least not at the cost. Because I do not have much money. Alright. Well, I can block for enough. So, This will just be a 2-turn battle, I guess. Like so. And then wave 2. If I kill this dude gets cancelled. Let's see if I can do it. Looks like I might not be able to. That is fine. I can also block for enough. So let's go ahead and kill this guy this turn. And then, well, actually he dies regardless due to the poison. Although if I do it that way around, I also need to block. That's fine because I can do so. And do this. And you're dead. Very nice. Toxic Cloud I had last time. Boost dice targeting dice with a face value of 0 gain +2 extra boost value. Interesting. I will take that because it could be good with the. I'll take another block dice. It could be good with the one that has +3 value to any face value 0. Dice with the glass property don't break if you have any leftover energy at the end of the turn. That is really interesting, actually. I don't think I want gravity. Or retain. Double dip is just free extra dice draw, so I guess I'll take it. Change all incoming damage to X. What does that mean? Oh. So I guess it means, like, if you roll a 1 and somebody is... Or if you have 1 pure, and incoming damage is, I don't know, some dude is attacking for 7 and some dude is attacking for 6, then I guess the 7 changes to a 1 and the 6 changes to a 1, and so you actually only take 2. But something funny about this is if you have 4 pure and they're attacking for 1 and 1, then you actually increase the amount. I'm not going to take it because that is very expensive. It could be incredible though, because that could have gotten me out of the rut, but that I was in last round, but it doesn't matter. Let's just move on and keep saving my money. Okay, so 3 damage to an enemy, heals 2 to the player. That's what I like to see. I don't need to worry about killing them. This dude is going to die on his own to the poison in 2 turns. So I guess it's better to just focus this dude, if possible. Well, I can just kill him and block for this guy's attack. It is enough block if I do this. So I guess let's just do it. Don't know how this dude died this turn. That doesn't make sense. He only had 2 poison, not 4. Not sure how that worked. But whatever, I guess. Here, I think I can kill if I'm not stupid. Yeah, there we go. Well, that is enough to kill, and then I can block the other guy. So let's just do that. And then I guess just do the same thing again. Actually, this would be 11 plus 4, which I think just kills. Yeah, not even need to block. Dice with all faces equal get +2 extra value, or for every 6 dice used, deal 4 damage to a random enemy at the start of it, or at the end of the turn. Might as well take that. And if I have a lot of block dice, I guess pack dice is not a bad idea. Let's take it. I do need another block dice for Bucket of Paint to take effect, though. Let's take the Fireball Potion. I do realize I started a second run without even considering the fact that I only have an hour left to stream, so this might be running over 2 hours, but that's fine, honestly. It's not like there's anything I need to do in an hour, you know? Anyway. When killed, deals 3 damage to a random enemy. That's good. Okay. So... unfortunately, you will not die on your own. So I will need to induce that. Like so. You die here. And then... I can actually just block with the 1 dice and it's still enough. Seven damage kills here, so that's good. And then I will not be attacking for enough here, but I can still block. So this is kind of like the opposite run as before. Last time I was kind of focusing big on just extra damage. This run I have a lot of block. Also, I now have an extra energy because I have 5 block in my deck, as you can see. So that also means though that I kind of need more draw. If I do this and this, you get double buffed. So that's good. It's not enough still, which is a shame. It's actually mostly not enough because I'm also buffing that dude, so I can change that though. And this is enough because I'm only taking 5 damage. If I add this, I'm taking 6 damage. Or actually, no, I'm taking 7 damage, but it's still enough. I'll just attack this guy, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Okay. I don't have the ability to buff at all. I guess I'm just doing this. Oh, that's a lot of block. It's actually not, because you just did 1 at a time. Okay. So then, I should be able to kill this dude here. However, I think I might be better off doing this instead. And then... I can't buff. I really don't think I want to do this, that's for certain. I can attack for 2, but... I might as well. There's no harm in it. And here you will die if I attack you because of poison. There we go. Copy any dice a certain number of slots away. Actually, it has to be 6. I'm not sure. But that could be interesting. Because that also... an interesting thing about Mirror is that it copies it after all the buffs and then can be buffed itself. If that makes sense. I guess I might as well take the free sample here. And yeah, I'll do it on the attack dice. No harm in it. Redistribute faces. Gain more coins when skipping dice rewards. That is economy. So I'll take it. I do need more coins. And although it does cost 9 to buy that, it pays off after I skip like 5. Which is gonna happen. So I think it is worth it. Might be time to cast Fireball. I don't know. This guy is going to be the most annoying. I think I want to kill them first. This actually does just kill them. However, I don't block if I do that. So if I get enough block here, only 3. Not great. I do this instead. You no longer die. So I think I just want to tank the damage and then heal it back. I think that's the move. Let's see if I can do that, though. So... I actually don't need to do that. I'm not even going to bother using that dice right now because it's not useful to me. I might as well just attack this dude because there's no harm in it. And then you have 3 poison, so you die regardless. And if I can just kill this guy, which I should be able to, like so, then you are both dead. Very nice. That's not very good, but I'll take it. And in fact, I'll roll it as soon as I get the opportunity, because there's no reason not to roll it as soon as I get the opportunity. Fortunately, I cannot roll it in shops, so I need to actually get it. Or I need to get to the next fight. A block potion, I think I want, especially since I'm going into the thing. I will take a retry property. What's the best dice to put that on? Probably the pack block. I don't know. And then take the block potion and move on to the fight. Where I will, of course, be rolling the jackpot potion and probably getting 1 coin. Yeah. Okay, so here is the fight that I want to deal as much damage to this guy as possible. And what that means is that I will be not dealing enough damage, that's for certain. If I do this, I can block for enough. So I guess I'll go ahead and do it, as there's no reason really not to. And I'll re-roll this, because why not? Oh, I did get the 4. Okay. I don't have any attack dice, so it's pretty much just a matter of doing this. And what's funny is that I'm not sure am I dumb? Oh, it's for each dice of the same type. Okay. Well, I have plenty of block here. It would be very good if I got a thing that gave me Fortify. If I got a relic or whatever they're called that gave me Fortify, that would be incredible. Unfortunately, I do not have that. So instead, I need to just deal with what I have, which is not great, not terrible. This is enough to block everything. You're 0, so it's useless for me. Lovely. I cannot kill this dude, which is a shame. And I cannot block for enough. I can if I do this though, so I might as well. You died somehow, I'm not even sure that happened. Or sorry, I'm not sure how that happened, I should say. But this is going to be a very slow fight, because I do not have much attack ability. This is like pretty much as good as it's gonna get. Although it is slowly building poison, but you know, it's not great. This is not enough to kill on its own. However, you do have poison. Oh wait, no, because you only take 6 from that. Duh. Let's reroll this. Still a 1. That's not great, but I can do this. I'm blocking for 7. That's not enough. If I do this instead, I block for 10, which is enough. So if I just do this, I guess that's as good as I'm gonna get. Just go ahead and hit. You're buffed. I'm not really sure why you're buffed. I'm not gonna lie. But, okay, so I am learning in this fight that I need a lot more buffing dice. Because my individual dice values are very low. Like, for example... actually, if I do this, you take more damage due to the Toxic being added. The Toxic is being added to this guy. Why? I do not know. I don't understand. So I guess I'm just gonna do this anyway. I could add this to the board, but it wouldn't do anything. Well, I guess I could replace this with it and then add 1 block, but it's still only blocking for 5, which would make me take quite a bit of damage. I think it's time for Fireball. That wouldn't help, because the target enemy is the big guy, not the small guy on top of it. It might be... Why are you now 12 block? That doesn't make any sense. Why is this +3? I don't understand. Whatever, I guess. And in fact, you die from poison. When did that happen? Why did all the values update suddenly? I'm very confused, but okay. No reason to block here. So I guess I'm just doing this. Twice, I guess. Again, no reason to block. Although, I guess if I do this, is that even more damage? I don't think it is. It's not. Okay. You're back alive. so this is probably the longest time I've ever spent on a scorpion fight, by far. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because it does mean that I can stay alive for a while, but it also means that I'm not dealing any freaking damage. I can do this, I guess. And just place everything on the board. And then you're gonna die to the poison, so I just need to hit the other dude. I don't even need to block, but there's no reason not to, I guess. How did I take damage? I don't understand. I need to heal here. Quite a lot. And that is actually where this will come in handy, because I can do this and then buff this. And you also get +3 because of this, so that is +3 healing. You're dead. Okay. Replace the first mob with a B, or whatever that's called. It's not a B. Cannot skip dice rewards anymore. No thank you. So I guess I'm doing this. Alright. Gain regen. No thanks. I want buff dice, but I don't have any. Ooh. I mean, there's no reason not to take that, right? Let's just play as many dice as I can and then roll this. Did not, so I will get a random potion. And that's not great in this fight, but it might be good eventually. I don't know, probably not. I don't have anything to buff, which is in fact my main issue in this moment. But I can block for a lot, and you know, that's nice, but it's gonna make this entire run a slog, or whatever it's called. This is actually a great time to attack, but I don't think I can attack for enough. Actually, if I do this, I don't think that's any better. I don't think there's a way to make it any better, actually. I guess I could do something like this. I think that's the same amount. Okay, well, that's a shame. I do need to block as well, though. I do need to remember that. So let's hit this, and like that, and then I block for enough. You're dealing another 10 damage, so I mean, I can just block it, though. It's not that big of a deal. And then I guess just hit for 2 because I have nothing else to do. And you die from poison. Very good. Honestly, here, I think pure is the best potion. but I'm probably going to discard it pretty quickly. One block for every dice in your hand at the end of turn, or dice with value of 1 cost 0 energy. I think I'm going to take this and just eat the damage, because that is pretty good. I do have a discard tile. I don't believe I can use it on this. Is there anything else that I would even want to use it on? Anything with glass? I don't think I have anything with glass, so I'm just going to go to the battle tile. And hopefully be able to heal. Okay, so... I did get the heal dice. Let's actually roll this, see what I get. Okay. That actually makes this poison now kill. If I do this, you'll won't attack. If I kill you, you won't attack. I don't want to play the heal dice right now. Hoping that I get a buff dice with it later. I actually took damage there. I'm not sure how I miscalculated, but apparently I did. And that's not good. Well, I guess I have no choice except to just block for a bunch. Which, I mean, is never a bad choice, but it also doesn't get anything done. Okay, and can I heal for a non-insignificant amount? No, but I don't have any other choice, so I'm just gonna do it and then kill, because maybe, I guess I'll take a heal potion. I do need to heal. Forge tile, please give me something good. Some relic I can use. Okay, max hand +1, draw +1. Attack dice reduce energy costs and get +1 value, and the target can no longer be chosen. Awful. Okay. So I guess in the stead of that, I'm just gonna have to buff the dice. Buff the attack dice. I don't really have any other option. Let's go to battle. And try not to die. Okay. Well, it's an okay sign. Let's see. If I kill this dude here, I block for enough. I guess I might as well. I also want to roll this. Wow, got 1 health from that. Very useful. But at least it was free. Let's see. I can deal a solid 6 damage. However, if I do that, that's bad. I can deal 2 damage safely. Maybe I could have dealt 4, but I don't think it was worth it. Okay. If I do this... Actually, you're better. Though it doesn't actually matter now that I think about it. Can't even do that. Is this good, though? I think it is. Because it kills you. And you can hopefully die next turn before you have a chance to use your incredibly juiced up attack. You cannot die this turn. That's very unfortunate for me. However, if I simply don't attack, then you don't do anything. So take that, I guess. Okay. If I do this, you die and I heal. So I'll take it. I'm now back at full, which is good. And I'll take the attack dice because oh shoot. I think my other option was a modifier dice. I should have taken that. I'm stupid. Okay. +1. Set all to 1. Increase 2 all faces from a selected silver dice. Sure. What do I get here? Please something good. Gain 2 coins when you enter a shop or forge. Not awful, but not helpful at all. I really need modifier dice. Can I make this contribute to a kill? No. So that's a shame. Because it means that I will unfortunately need to block. But that's easy enough. And now you're actually... You took damage. How did you take damage? I don't know, but I will take it. And here... I just do this and that's enough block. This guy should be fairly simple to kill, assuming that I get attack dice. Which unfortunately with my current build is not a given. So we'll see how that works. Fine so far though. There we go. Okay. No buffing dice. I don't think I want another attack dice. I'll be real. I think I'm just gonna skip. I want a modifier dice. Go ahead and ban this guy. Very cool. I accidentally did something stupid there. Okay. Very good. Alright. If I refuse to deal, what's the worst that can happen? Honestly, not much. I'll go ahead and refuse it. You lost the poison. That's actually pretty bad, but okay. That was like the worst option, so I consider it bad, but honestly, it wasn't like awful. Here, I mean, I need the elite, right? I need a dice. I just need dice. Or actually, sorry, this doesn't give me a dice, this gives me a relic, but a relic can still be good if I get the right relic. The what? That's very funny. This spawned one mob, and so this replaced it with a fly. So yeah, you're just dead. So I can just do that and kill you. And you are like a buffed up fortify guy. Who deals extra damage if my block is higher than his. Which basically means that I can't block. which is very bad in my block build. I can have one block, right? Or is it at the start of your turn? Oh. Wait a minute. At the end of the turn. I don't know what that means. I am going to block for one and see if it procs. I hope it doesn't, but it might. It didn't proc. Okay, so I have no idea what it means then. Cool. Although I guess if I block everything perfectly, as in I put the exact right amount of block on, guess it doesn't matter, does it? Regardless, here I need to do this. And I would rather not have extra block. I suppose I could do this, just to cover the tile. And unfortunately this does make me have block, which isn't great, because, well, you know, well, hey, this is the first time I have not gotten any attack, but you're also not or any block, but you're not attacking me. So I can just do this for free? Curious choice. Very curious choice. I guess I can just do this here. I am quickly, though, realizing that I am being foolish and having a folly, or whatever it's called. I don't know, man. I'm not great. You should die here, though. Just in case you don't, I will add a little bit of block. Okay. Very good. Mark of the Chosen One, I guess, is pretty good. It lets me finish a fight slightly early, so that is good. Oh, I will take Terrain, because it's the closest thing I've gotten to a modifier dice in a while. And I'll take the Fortify potion, because Fortify is goated with a lot of blocking dice. So if I happen to proc the Fortify, then that's good. I guess I will try this on an attack dice and see if it lasts between fights, because I do need to try that at some point in a run just to know, because at the moment I don't know if that's how it works or not. So here I am taking far too much damage. Let's roll this. I got a 1, so I don't get Fortify, but I do get 7 block. Okay, that is a shame. Let's see then. I mean, that is enough block, I guess. But I would have loved Fortify. Okay. So. Actually, I need that blonde block, don't I? Because if I don't put it on block, well, I need to use the block potion here anyway. Otherwise, I take way too much damage. And, okay, well, I already block for enough now. So, I guess I just attack? Ooh, actually, I think it's probably better if I do this. Yeah, that's way better. 17 damage. I don't think this will kill anyone. But we'll come close, especially with the poison modifier. I think I just want to kill this dude. Alright, so what happens here is I take no damage because I'm blocking for 8 and you're attacking for 2. Cool. So I can go ahead and kill that guy. And then you're now attacking for 4, but that's still fine. Well, you're not attacking at all. So, I mean, you're already on the lowest value. Okay, did not work. That's fine. I actually want to do this because if I do this and this, actually I guess it doesn't matter which one I do. You're better. And then alright. You pretty much will die this turn. Unfortunately, you are gonna take... You're gonna deal 6 damage. And that's too much for me. So, can I do anything about that? I can. And I can still deal enough here. So you die. And then... this is just enough to kill on its own. Very nice. Yes, I will take a blocking potion. I do need one, as I just exhausted both of the ones that I had. And this is an awful fight for me. Because this guy is awful if I don't have attacks. And I don't have attacks. I'm sure you can see the issue. Okay. So, what do I do then? Actually, I think you're better over here. Yeah. Well, I can block for 46, and that's pretty good. The downside is that, or I can actually block for 54, and that's pretty good. Unfortunately, I cannot attack at all, and that's awful. Because this dude is just going to get beefier and beefier. And I need to fix that ASAP. Well, I can connect the dots, and that's good. I don't have any modifiers, though. Any modifier dice, rather. So I think I need to use the block potion. Unless I roll really well on the pure potion, but I'd rather save the pure potion for a boss where the attack values will be much higher. So let's see what I get. It's 16. That is enough. So let's run it. And I still want to just focus this dude because he's the most annoying. So I just noticed that I can do this. And does that work? I don't think it does. But on the off chance it does, okay, it doesn't. Okay, I just wanted to check. Just wanted to check. Actually, funny enough, maybe it does work? No, it wouldn't. Okay, I just wanted to see. A shame, though. A real shame. I have to use the heal dice? No, I can use this. I'm not sure how you have +2 on this, but okay. Or... Oh my god, that's actually crazy. If you target any 0 value, then all of the things you boost get extra. Which in this case is absolutely nothing. So maybe I should change that. Okay. So I'm dealing 18 damage here, 0 block. I'm going to die, basically. Well, not this round, but very soon. Unfortunately, I don't have a choice. Now I can block. Okay, so let's block. So 32 block, 24 damage. That is enough. I guess let's do it. And then try to hit the guy in the back first, I guess. I mean, that is enough on its own, but when I add other stuff, it's not going to be. So I'm going to need... Actually, that is enough block. Did I get rid of the healing dice? I think I did. That's a shame if I did. I did not, actually. But I'm not going to roll it, because you're going to die regardless here. So... that is a shame. I need to rest. I need to do the heal to full. And then... I guess... battle. Maybe the forge would have been better, but I will have no way of knowing. And you give me the honey dice. Okay. So... funny enough, I could do this. However, it's actually not good for me. Because whatever I put here just gets quartered. So, like, I could do this, and then have a dice here, but you're just 5 again. So yeah, I think it's just better to do this, and then... well, actually, I need a block. I'm actually going to roll pure here. So, you're going to be dealing 6 damage total. That makes this enough. At least assuming that I know what I'm doing, which I have no guarantee of. Now I realize that you were enough the whole time. So maybe I could have done something better with that. But it's too late now. Maybe pure stays? No, okay. So I have no potions, and that means that if I get into a predicament, there is no saving it. I don't believe there's a way to target either of these spots with 2 at once, and that is a shame. So, well, I could do... I could do this. Which is interesting. I don't know if it's worth it. Actually, it might be required, now that I think about it. Because this is a lot of damage coming in. If I don't do this, is it enough? 10 block for... Oh, absolutely not. Okay, so I do need to do this. Um... Okay. I can do this and make you times 4. I can even do this and make you times 8. I'd love to put this on the times 8 and just have this be an absolutely bonkers tile. Unfortunately, I need to use it with a block, or else I'm not going to block for anywhere near enough. Maybe I can do something like this. Is that enough block? No. Not even close. Well, what if I do that? 12 block? No, it's not enough. Okay. Then, well, I have to do this anyway. So I guess I might as well. This is pretty good, actually. Not good enough by any stretch of the imagination. I'm taking 9 incoming damage. I can block that. Like so. More incoming dice. All at once. Which means I can have an incredibly buffed block, which I'm going to need. Unfortunately, I can't use it on my attack. But that should be fine. Maybe, potentially. I don't know. So, let's see here. I need to buff you one more time. And honestly, I think I just want to get rid of all of this. So let's just get rid of all the honey dice and move on with my life, because you're going to give me more honey dice, and I don't want that to build up so much that I have nothing but honey dice, I say, as I get nothing but honey dice. So I just lose here. That's what I would say if these dudes were attacking me at all. And they're not. So I guess I just get a free, absolutely bonkers hit because you're not attacking me. Which is crazy. Honestly, is there a way to buff more? Unfortunately not. I think this is the best I can do. Well, I can block here. And it should be for enough. Unless I'm stupid. Yeah. That's definitely enough. And I guess I might as well just add this, and this is just for no reason, but I guess it does 2 damage is better than 0, I guess. No damage coming in, no honey that I have. I just realized that I am keeping the honey around. That's awful for me. Because if I don't exhaust all the energy that I have, then I don't actually exile things. And that's not good for me right now. Huge. Well, at least there's no incoming attacks, so I can get free hits. Uh-oh. You're dealing 20 damage. I have 1 blocking dice. That's enough block. That is enough block. And I guess I don't have an option here. Okay, this is actually really good for me because you have the +3 and the thing. Unfortunately, I cannot utilize this dice. That's a lot of incoming damage for a 2. It might be better here. If I do this... No, you're nowhere near as much. Okay. I need to figure out... Well, wait. Am I wrong? Yeah, you're not as much. Okay. Just checking. 24 block is not going to be enough, but I won't die at least. So I guess that's a good thing. Oh, it could have been enough if I had killed one of them. I'm dumb. I forgot that's how that worked. Okay, well, I can do a funny with something like that. And this will also get rid of these honey dice. So that's good. I don't have the overflow thing, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I believe this is probably where I die. So I can kill this dude, and that's 24 damage incoming. I will live on 1 health. I'm so screwed, man. I mean, I guess there's a chance. I can also kill this dude, but is that even good for me? Well, actually, you die anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's good for me or not, because it's gonna happen. Yeah, because it does mean that I won't get the free honey. Yeah, I know you're getting buffed, but it doesn't actually matter. Actually, I think I want the buff here, because then I can do this and this. You should die to poison, right? Yep, okay. You're adding dice. That's fine. Can I kill this turn? No, but you're not attacking, so it's fine. Can I kill this turn? Now I have to. I can. Survived on 1 HP. I'm moving on. Okay. The unmodified mirror is crazy. If I get a discard, I'm going to get rid of the other mirror. I want that block dice. And let's move on. Alright, so it has been 2 hours, but I'm going to finish up this run, however long it may take. -3 value to any dice on the slot. Okay, you are dealing me 10 damage. I can't block 10 damage. There is literally nothing I can do. I guess I can do this. And I do know now that Grow does not go between fights. Good to know, but also unfortunate. But reasonable, because that would have been absolutely absurd. You're dealing me 16 damage. That's crazy. And I can't block for enough. But what if I do something like this? Now I can block for enough. And I guess also, I don't know, just place this somewhere. I don't block for enough or kill here. I think I need to do this. I still don't block for enough. That's crazy. But it's also objectively the best option I have. So I kind of have to take it. I still really need more modifier dice, and I forgot that these only go away after you... Or sorry, I forgot that you get bigger if you don't cover them. So I guess I need to cover them. Preferably with dice that are not critical to my survival. Like so. I can heal now. So that's nice. I do need to cover this with something. I don't know what yet. Probably not the heal, though. Since I only get 2 of it, because I can't buff it. Probably want to do something that'll be 0. Or that's lowest. I mean, that's my best shot. Somehow you died, I'm not sure. It must have been... poison. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Reroll this, I get a 4. You're useless for me. I did get buff dice, so at least there's that. Unfortunately, not enough to be enough. Add 4 block to that, and it's 13, and it's still not enough. But at least I only take 6. You're the easiest to kill. I guess I might as well focus you until you're dead anyway. I mean, I might as well play it because of this. I think I'm dead here, though. Yeah. Alright, well, that'll be the end of the stream. Only 5 minutes over time, because my run was honestly not that good. I'm surprised I lasted so long. But that'll be it. Hope you had a good one, and I will see you tomorrow, maybe with Infra, if I remember to set it up. And after Thanksgiving, I will be doing probably Outer Wilds, because I've been meaning to play that and I've constantly forgotten. So yeah, hope you had a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.